Alright guys, I hope you can see beside this river there's a lot of fishes around here. Alright guys, I'm now in Malacca and I would like to share with you how Malacca River looks like during the MCO. Let's go! Bandar Raya Malacca bersejarah. Malacca River is one of the tourist landmarks for Malacca. So what is so special about this Malacca River? Basically, it's actually been well known as the Venice of Asia. Why it is called so? It's because the river looks like the Venice river itself, and those European people actually declared it as the Venice River in Asia. So basically this river has been introduced or been found by the Paramiswara, the first person who discovered Malacca, and it has been used as a transportation to connect the Europe and also Asia. So a lot of those boats came to Malacca to do their trading here. So that's the reason why Malacca is so well known with their river. Malacca River actually has connected the Asia and also European countries where during the 1960s. This is because this is the main transportation area for the boats to come in, and Malacca actually is a strategic location besides Penang and Singapore to do trading. So that's why it is a very well-known place in the European countries and in Asia itself. Alright, some corrections. Actually it's not the Venice of Asia. They are well known as the Venice of the East. This is actually has been declared by the European seafarers, where they always travel around the world to do some trading. So they found out that this is one of the places that is closest to Venice. So during this time, there's not much tourist activities here because it is the MCO time. But if we after the MCO lifted or before the MCO, there's a lot of boats running around. If you would like to actually check how the boats are running during the night time, you can actually check out my last video on top here. It's regarding on the Jonker Walk side. And now it is not available yet, but it will be available after the MCO has been lifted. And during the 45 minutes river cruise for this 10-kilometer river, you can actually see a lot of different types of things coming from colonial buildings like this, and also antique shophouses. They have local settlements that is around the Riverside, and then they also have ancient bridges and modern decorations along the river itself. So if you see that this river is 10 kilometers long, and how do they actually connect from this river to the other riverside? Is through the bridge. And one of the earliest bridge that has been built is in Kampong Jawa. They call it the Ghost Bridge. I'm not quite sure why they call it the Ghost Bridge, but that is one of the first bridge that has been built. So I've also actually recorded down the night time of this bridge, how I cross over this bridge on my Kian video, so you can actually check it out here as well. So now let me bring you around and see the environment of this Malacca River. Oh my god, there's a lot of fish beside the river, which normally we will never be able to see that. Wow. Alright, let's have a look on the Malacca River from here. So this is one of the stops that you can stop when you sit the river cruise, there's a few places that you can stop and have a walk around and continue your river cruise journey after that. So it is not allowed to swim, to fish, or jump into the river. So just for you to bear in mind. This is all the building that has been decorated with some historical pictures. You see, this is the very cultural Baba Nyonya's pictures. Besides that, you can see there's a lot of shop there. Eventually, before the MCO, this place has a lot of seats for the tourists to sit down and enjoy a cup of beer. Have a look on this. It's so calm without the river cruise. If you can see from this road here, there's some souvenir shops and also some dessert shops at this road. So it is a very good place for those locals to actually become an entrepreneur and sell some of their stuff here. As we walk past this place, you can see here, this is the Church of Francis Xavier. It's also one of the oldest church that's available in Malacca. Alright, if you can see here, there's one of the bridge over here. This is the Chan Kun Cheng bridge. So I think we have to walk below the bridge to reach to the other side. If you realize that in Malacca itself, they have the Muslim mosque, they have the Chinese temple, they have the church as well. So even they have the Hinduism temple here. This is because Malacca is the place where all the seafarers meet up to do their trading here. So when we walk over to the Kampong Jawa side, you can see that there's a lot of the historical buildings, not only in British, we have Japanese, we have Portuguese, we have other places influence as well. I saw from the picture the river is quite clean, but when I come over here, I feel that it doesn't look like it. And if you can see, we have just walked about 200 meters. There's another bridge here. This is all the newly built bridge. It's not so new, but it's considered as newly built bridge. So the bridge will connect to this Kampong Jawa side. If you realize that in the Melaka River, there is a lot of bridges to connect from this side to the other side of the river. During the colonizations, at one time that they break all these communication bridges. It doesn't mean that they break the whole thing, but they actually close all the bridges so that the people could not cross over. So these are some of the strategies that they have been doing during the 1960s and 1970s time. Alright, if you can see at the back of my site here, you see there's a lot of all this wall art that's available behind the building itself. This is some of the investment that has been given by the Malacca government to actually beautify the Malacca River's building. And during at night time, you can actually see much more beautiful night view when it is light up with multiple colors of lights. That's another thing that you can enjoy during the night Malacca River cruise. Alright guys, I hope you can see it. Beside this river, there's a lot of fishes around here, and this fish is called galama, which is able to actually go into all these small rivers and survive here. So this is all the salted water fish. There's a lot more there. I'm not quite sure you can see it from this camera. Before the MCO actually started, you do not have any chance to see any fish besides the river at all. And during the MCO, I can say that after about 3 months of MCO, we actually has cured the environment in some ways. So the fish has returned back to the river. Alright guys, we have arrived at one of the oldest bridge in Malacca. This is called the Jambatan Pasar, or they call it the Ghost Bridge. I wonder why, but at night it's really beautiful though. So if you would like to see the night view of this bridge, you can really check out on my Kian video. So now we are going to cross the bridge over to Kampung Hulu, and maybe I can show you one of the oldest mosques in Malaysia. It has more than 100 years of history, and it is still running their own religious operations there. After you come down from the bridge, you realize that I've reached to one of the places that you can park your car here. This is called Kampung Hulu, and you can see at the back of my building here. Isn't that colourful? And here you have the Malacca World Heritage City. Nice, right? And yes, beside this colourful building, this is the Kampung Hulu Mosque, which has more than 100 years of history. If you realize from this street, right, they also have one Hindu temple and one more well-known Chinese temple called Cheng Hun Teng. So I've actually done a quick tour on the Cheng Hun Teng temple before this. So if you would like to, you also can check out on my link above here. Guys, check this out. If you take some photos here, it should be very nice. See, there's some lanterns as well. Here is the Jungle Walk Street. It's just beside the Malacca River. So alright, I think that's all for my walk in the Malacca River during the MCO. I didn't actually walk the 10 kilometer. I just walked a short about 1 kilometer river cruise distance. So I hope you like it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.